So what is estate planning? Some people, when they hear the term estate planning, think, I don't have an estate. But an estate really is just what you own. So it's your home, it's your bank account, maybe it's your 401k. On your death, it could include your life insurance policy. That's your estate. So most adults do have an estate. It may just be a car and a bank account, but most of us have some type of property. Estate planning is about planning for many different things. The two most important are what happens if you're incapacitated and what happens on your death. So let's talk about incapacity. So if you were in a car accident or if you had a stroke and suddenly you are not able to make decisions for yourself, who's going to make those decisions for you? Who will be able to make healthcare decisions about whether or not you had that surgery that you might need but's optional? Who's going to make the decisions about your finances? Maybe applying for Social Security disability, making sure the mortgage gets paid, collecting your paycheck from your employer. Those are the things that we plan for with estate planning. In addition, most people do think about what's going to happen to my stuff when I pass away. And that also is part of estate planning. And there are many ways to take care of that, as I'll talk about on my video about the differences between wills and trusts. But it's important to make sure that you've appointed somebody who's going to be in charge of that estate. Who's going to make the decisions about selling your home and taking care of things once you're gone? And who's going to distribute that property and make sure it goes to those that you want to have it. So with estate planning, we're looking to put together estate planning documents that would help you both if you were incapacitated and if you were deceased. So we have a whole checklist of things that we have you think about when you're coming in to do an estate plan. Things like who would be your trustee if you have a trust? Who's going to be your personal representative if you have a will? Who will probate your estate if you need that? We put together all of those things and help you make those decisions about who could be in charge of your estate, who are the best choices for that. And then we look at who's going to receive your estate and what's the best way for them to receive it. For instance, if you have minor children, you don't want to give your money to them outright. That's a surefire way to make sure the court's going to be involved during their whole life. And then at 18, they get whatever is left. And if that's a substantial sum, they may not be ready to manage that. So we look at holding that in trust for them and appointing the proper trustees to take care of the estate. Make sure it's managed for them and that they have what they need to get through their life and start their own adult life, just as you would have taken care of them during their lifetime. Estate planning also means that we're appointing guardians for your children as well. Another really important part of making sure your children are going to be taken care of on your death. If you're interested in doing some estate planning, I offer seminars here in Phoenix, Arizona. That is the only place that I can practice, so if you're listening to me from another state, you can go to estateplanning.com to find an attorney in your state as well. So what are those estate planning documents that we put together for you? Well, we always want to do a will. We always want to do a durable power of attorney, which is that financial power of attorney that allows an agent to act for you. We also want to do healthcare documents. So we'll do a healthcare power of attorney. We'll also do a living will or advance directive, which is that end-of-life document. I also do a general medical release to comply with HIPAA. You may want to do a revocable living trust in addition to those. Those are the documents that we put together here to make sure that you're in good shape and you have the peace of mind you're looking for in managing your estate. Feel free to give us a call. We offer the first consultation free, and we'd love to see you in our office to talk about your estate plan.